All right, let's get right into it. Today we're going to talk about something incredibly powerful, something I think every single one of us can relate to. What happens and what we can do when life just breaks you.
So let me ask you something, and be honest with yourself. Have you ever had one of those moments? A moment that left you feeling completely, utterly broken?
Well, if you're nodding your head right now, the very first thing you need to hear is this. You are not alone. Not even close. Feeling this way is a fundamental part of being human, something that actually connects all of us.
And this whole thing is built on a simple, unavoidable truth. I don't care how smart you are, how hard you work, how well you plan. There are going to be times when things just don't go your way. The unfair stuff, the unexpected stuff, life happens.
So, let's start by digging into what it really means to be broken, because it isn't just one thing. It's a lot of things.
I mean, think about all the different ways it can happen. We can break physically, right? An injury. Mentally, from just being completely overwhelmed. Spiritually, when you feel lost. Emotionally, from heartbreak. Or financially, when the pressure is just crushing you. The point is, our bodies, our spirits, our bank accounts, our hearts, they're all vulnerable.
And that brings us to a really important shift in thinking. See, a break is always going to leave a mark. That's inevitable. The real question is, what kind of mark is it going to be? Is it going to be a scar that reminds you of defeat, or a symbol that shows you won?
That choice, it leads us straight into our second section here. This whole experience is really like an internal battle, like being stuck in a valley of two voices.
And here is the absolute game changer. It's not what you go through that defines you. It's who you listen to while you're going through it. It's about consciously choosing which voice inside your head gets the microphone, even when nothing on the outside has changed.
And this lays it out perfectly. You've always got this choice. You can tune into the voice of wisdom, the one that talks about gratitude and faith. Or you can listen to the voice of worry, which is all about grumbling and blaming and fear. The entire battle is won or lost right between your own two ears.
So if the battle is all in your head, how in the world do you win it? Well, that brings us to part 3. It's not just about ignoring the negative voice, it's about giving the positive one something to fight for. You have to find your reason.
This is where we completely reframe the whole idea of being broken. It isn't just damage, it's not just a loss. Hidden inside every single challenge is an opportunity, a chance to what exactly?
It's a chance for some serious growth. It's an opportunity to get stronger than you were before, to get smarter, to get tougher, to build resilience you never even knew you had. To put it simply, every break is a chance to get better.
And here's the key that unlocks all of it. The strength, it's already in you. That's a given. The real variable is your purpose. If you can find a powerful reason to keep going, your family, your dream, your future, that reason is what will fuel the strength you need to get it done.
But listen, once you find that reason, you've got to understand something really important. It doesn't magically get easy. No. In fact, that's when the real work starts. This is where Section 4 comes in. The fight is just beginning.
This is all about turning that quiet hope into a loud, active declaration. Think of it in 3 steps. First, you have to believe it's even possible. I can beat this. Then, you make the decision, the commitment. I will beat this. And finally, you make it non-negotiable. You tie it to your very core. I must beat this.
Just let that sink in for a second. No person, no situation, no bad luck can ultimately stop you. They can make it harder, for sure, but the only one with the power to make you actually quit is you. You hold the veto power.
And this fight, this declaration, it all leads to something. It leads to the final outcome. Which brings us to our last section, becoming and remaining unbroken.
This is the attitude you bring to the fight. It's a conscious choice to just stand your ground no matter how scary it gets. You just plant your feet and decide right then and there, I'm not retreating. I'm not running.
And this isn't about some flashy, one-time burst of courage. It's about endurance. It's that quiet, stubborn grit that says, I can outlast this storm. It's knowing, deep down, that you've got staying power. And here's the most profound part of this whole journey. The transformation. It doesn't happen at the finish line. The victory is found in the struggle. As you're crawling, as you're getting back up, in the very act of fighting on, you are being forged into the person you were always meant to be. So in the end, you don't just get fixed. You're not just patched back together to be the same as you were before.
You rise above it. You come out of it not just healed, but stronger and wiser and more powerful. You become and you remain unbroken.